Welcome to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you elevate your daily decision-making. Today, we're examining a powerful concept in business and technological change. Disruptive innovation, which explains how smaller, simpler solutions can overthrow established market leaders. Disruptive innovation, coined by Clayton Christensen, is more than just breakthrough technology. It's about how simpler, cheaper alternatives can transform markets by first serving overlooked customers. Think of it like a small stream that starts by flowing through unused terrain, gradually carving a new path that eventually captures the main water flow. What makes this concept particularly powerful is how it reveals that market leaders often fail, not because they're bad at innovation, but because they're too good at serving their current customers. A fascinating historical example comes from the early automobile industry in the 1900s. While established carriage makers focused on building elaborate, expensive, horseless carriages for wealthy customers, Henry Ford introduced the Model T, a simple, standardized car that initially appealed only to mechanics and rural customers who could repair it themselves. Traditional carriage makers dismissed it as crude and unreliable. However, as the Model T improved and its price dropped through mass production, it gradually disrupted the entire transportation market. By 1921, the Ford Model T accounted for 57% of global automobile production, showing how a good enough product serving overlooked customers can eventually transform an entire industry. In the modern business world, Stripe provides an illuminating example of disruptive innovation in action. While established payment processors focused on serving large retailers with complex, customized solutions, Stripe started by offering simple payment processing for small developers and startups, customers the incumbents viewed as unprofitable. Their initial product was far simpler than traditional payment solutions, but it was easier to implement and understand. As Stripe improved their service, they gradually moved upmarket, eventually serving major enterprises while maintaining their simplicity-first approach. It's like starting with a narrow footpath that gradually becomes a major highway, capturing more and more traffic as it expands. So how can we apply disruptive innovation thinking in our daily lives? First, practice what I call underserved awareness. Learn to spot areas where current solutions are overserving some customers while leaving others behind. This might mean identifying tasks that are too complex, expensive, or time-consuming for many people to accomplish. It's like being a real estate developer who sees value in neighborhoods others have overlooked. Second, implement simplicity seeking. Instead of adding features and complexity, look for ways to make things simpler, more accessible, or more convenient. This could mean breaking down complex processes into smaller, more manageable steps, or finding ways to eliminate unnecessary complications. It's like being a chef who creates amazing dishes with fewer, higher quality ingredients rather than complex recipes. Third, develop what I call improvement patience. Understand that disruptive solutions often start as good enough rather than perfect. Focus on getting the core experience right for an underserved group before gradually improving and expanding. It's like planting a tree. You start small and focus on strong roots before worrying about branches and leaves. In conclusion, disruptive innovation reminds us that transformative change often begins at the edges, with simple solutions serving overlooked customers. By understanding this pattern, we can better identify opportunities for innovation and avoid being blindsided by disruption. In a world of constant change, this mental model helps us see how simple solutions can create profound transformations. Thank you for joining me today on Mental Models Daily. Until next time, may your innovations be disruptive, your solutions be elegant, and your impact be transformative. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by thepodcasthost.com, and Alitu, the podcast maker. Find your own free podcast music over at thepodcasthost.com/free music,